So guys, beautiful day. Let's have a quick look round this FK2 Type R. Now, AMD tuned, 370 brake horsepower, but I want to walk you through this car because I love the styling. A lot of people don't. I understand why. It's cool, but I like my Japanese stuff and I love crazy looking cars, especially that come out from the factory. So, starting at the front, you have this gloss black from the factory, split with a little red pinstripe going round. It looks like something you would put on afterwards, but this is factory. All of this down here, gloss black centre with the Type R logoing with the red Honda badge as well to show off that it is a proper Type R. Coming down to the side vents, this era, everything started getting slim, and although this isn't too wide, you have these gills, again something that you would cut into an old school Honda on the sides, and then this front arch is a little bit wider with the vents going down. Love the look of that. Coming down here as well, Brembo brakes from the factory with these gloss black wheels with the red pinstripe, black mirrors. It just looks so good, this car, and in person I think they look a lot better. Coming around to the back, this little fin as well, I love this. Again, another styling aero quirk of this car that probably doesn't get a lot of mention, but then it channels up into this very large spoiler at the back, coming around to the rear end, which is so aggressive. Black spoiler with the red bits, tinted windows with a window down here as well. And this one has tinted, well, lightly tinted lights all round. Completely custom exhaust system. That's why this thing sounds so good. Awesome quad exhaust at the back with this massive diffuser. Again, factory, all of this factory bodywork. This angle is probably my favourite angle of the car, with the spoiler, diffuser, wheels. You can see the gill of the front. And as you can see, the inside is a really nice place to be. They're incredibly comfortable, these cars these days. These seats are probably the best seats, as it's beeping at me, the best seats ever that you will find in a hot hatch. They're so comfortable, they're huge as well. The bolsters are so big on these, and you actually have to get up and over into the seats, which I actually quite like. It gives a bit more sense of occasion in this car. Coming into the red and black steering wheel with the red little stripe up there, red Honda logoing. Here we are inside. Press the R button just down here. This is the has to be on all the time button. Everything goes red, even red up here. Rev gauge, speedo, road. Nothing else matters. Just banging gears. And the actual feel from the steering wheel to the gearbox, how short that is. It gives such a good driving experience, this car. As we turn it back off, very impressive car. Cup holders in the door cards as well. We'll have a quick look under the engine bay, because I'll show you guys under here. We have the 2-litre turbocharged engine under here. Not a lot to talk about because it is relatively standard under here, except for the forge intake pipe here, and there is a turbo blanket, and it's all heat wrapped down on the downpipe all the way into the sports cat and the complete custom exhaust system, which makes this car sound not like no other Honda, but how they should have sounded from the factory. So there we go, guys. Awesome Civic Type R, but let's get back over to these sorts of roads. Go and enjoy this thing. I've actually shot one of these before, completely standard one, probably a few years ago now, and I always itch to get in another one. So the guys at Haven't Car Company actually got this in the other day. The second I saw it, I was like, please let me go and shoot it. So first things first, thank you so much to Haven't Car Company for letting me take this 370 horsepower Honda Civic Type R out for the day. Now this one is AMD tuned. It has a few little modifications on it to really bring it up to what I think should have been the bar of this car when it came out. They should have sounded like this. They should have gone like this. They should have had the power. So what are the modifications we have? As you can hear, I will insert some unbelievable clips of this thing. The exhaust is unbelievable. It sounds like a proper Civic, let's be honest. This generation of Civic, in my opinion, when it came out, didn't sound like a Civic, which was a shame. This one, though, Sports Cat, going into a complete custom exhaust system, means that she sounds like a proper Civic. That's what this car needed. It needed at least a switchable, proper exhaust system. Yes, they sound all right from the factory, but this one, let's just slow down. Let's just get this. Oh, this is how it should have been from the factory. I understand people want the quiet and comfortable side of a Honda Civic and then the fun side of owning one of these, but this does hark back to the older generation Type Rs, the EP3s, maybe even an EK9. Yes, it's just a newer version, don't get me wrong, but it just now feels and sounds the way it should. Now the turbocharger, I think now is a little bit more pronounced. It's not as aggressive as I remember it being, which is quite nice. It means that AMD have been able to, although up the power, have been able to let you enjoy it a little bit more. It progressively comes in on this car, which I appreciate a lot more. It doesn't spin the wheels and all this sort of stuff. Yes, in the wet or in cold conditions it will still do that, but I feel like this one, the setup is just right. And it puts its power down. Obviously these came with big wheels from the factory, and this one, although sat on H&R lowering springs, still has all of the handling from this chassis that it got from the factory, which means it's a little bit lower. I think it's slightly improved over the standard car. I also absolutely love, you press the plus R button for Type R mode, everything goes red. So cool. It just now feels a little bit more like a Civic. The ride is just a little bit more firmer, which means you have a little bit more faith in it, if I'm honest. In the corners, you have that sound coming from that rear end, which I'm so in love with. Sounds like it should, like a proper Type R should. And you think of newer generation Hondas, I've driven the newest FK8 a few times now and absolutely love that car. And I remember driving this and feeling like it was a good car, but it just needed that extra kick in the nuts, you know what I mean? And this is what this car has. It has the suspension, it has the sound, it has the factory options, like, you know, the seats, glorious seats. I mean, I am not a bucket seat fan sometimes. My back hurts, I'm a little bit old, don't get me wrong. But these are comfy, lovely bit of suede material on the seats. It's just such a nice place to be, this. And this one, if you are looking to get one, has the GT pack, which I would say go and get. If you have one of these on a daily basis, it has a reversing camera, it has the parking sensors and all that over it, and the blind spot monitoring. So that, if you are planning to get one, is the one to go for, just personally, because you get more value for money. The thing about these cars is, and what I really need to push across, is that you still want to thrash the nuts out of it. And that's a great thing, because Hondas are what it's all about. You want to be on the limit, you want to be really, really up there in the rev range, and this car lets you. Even though it's turbocharged, it's just manipulates your mind into thinking, yes, the turbo is there, don't get me wrong, but I am still allowed to really rev this. It's different to Audis and VWs and all that sort of stuff, where the torque really comes in at a low end in the rev range. This doesn't, but that's a really good thing. And if you understand Hondas, you'll understand why I like that. It means that you can rev it and just enjoy it a lot more, because it lets you and wants you to thrash the living nuts out of it. That's what Hondas are best at.